Some people claim Cain was the literal son of Satan, but Genesis 4:1 says Adam knew Eve, she conceived, and she bore Cain. The Torah names Adam as the father by context. The text says Eve bore Cain, and then she bore his brother Abel. It does not describe two fathers, two bloodlines, or a hidden serpent genealogy. Genesis 3 describes deception, disobedience, judgment, and exile from Eden. It never says Eve had sexual relations with the serpent. That doctrine is inserted into the story. When 1 John says Cain was of the evil one, the context is his murderous behavior. It means Cain followed evil. It does not mean Satan was his biological father. The Bible already tells us why Cain was evil. He murdered Abel. We do not need a secret reptilian bloodline theory to explain what Scripture explains plainly. Genesis 4 gives Cain's descendants separately, but that line does not become Noah's line. The preserved genealogy after Adam continues through Seth, not Cain. Genesis 5 traces Noah through Seth, Adam, Seth, Enosh, and onward. There is no Cainite ancestor in Noah's genealogy. The flood survivors are specifically Noah, his wife, his 3 sons, and their wives. The Torah does not preserve a hidden Cainite serpent bloodline through the ark. Genesis 7 says all flesh outside the ark died. If Cain's line was separate from Noah's line, then Cain's genealogy ended before the post-flood world. After the flood, Genesis says the whole earth was populated from Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Cain is not part of the post-flood genealogy. Consumer DNA tests like 23andMe estimate human ancestry by comparing human DNA segments to human reference populations. They are not designed to analyze reptile ancestry. If a non-human sample is submitted, any ancestry result is meaningless because the algorithm is trying to force a comparison against human population categories. A lizard result showing West Asian or Ashkenazi categories does not prove Jews or reptiles. It proves the test was misused and the output should not be treated as evidence. Living organisms share portions of genetic code because life has biological commonalities. Shared DNA does not mean humans descend from lizards, bananas, or serpent bloodlines. Real Jewish population genetics discusses Levantine ancestry, diaspora admixture, and population continuity. No credible genetic study links Jews to reptiles or satanic bloodlines. The serpent seed doctrine contradicts Genesis at every major point: Cain's father, Cain's brother, Noah's genealogy, and the survival of humanity after the flood. If a teaching needs a lizard DNA stunt, hidden genealogy, and a contradiction of Genesis to survive, then it is not biblical doctrine. Read Genesis 4 through 9 carefully. Cain is Adam and Eve's son, Abel is his brother, Noah descends from Seth, and the serpent seed claim collapses.